Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the second week of June. And what I'm talking about is June 8th through the 14th. And boy, do we have some major events to speak about throughout this month. So get ready, be prepared by listening to each and every day and how it's going to unveil itself. Now, remember, I am talking about sidereal Vedic placements of the planets, which are true to the stars and astronomy. Now, another thing I want you to know, I'm here in Dallas, Texas, so the time that I'm referring to with the changes of the planets will be in accordance to Central Daylight Time. Now, another thing is, what I'm talking about is everything based on where the moon is going. This is the barometer, pretty much, of how we know what's happening and how everyone's feeling in the world, because the moon represents emotions, feeling, the public. So as I look to where the moon is in sign, nakshatra, and where the other planets are relative to the moon, it gives us a sense of what's going on in our world. But if you want to know how it's going to affect you on a much more personal level, please go to my Galactic Planner. It is live on the App Store, galacticplanner.com. Remember, that is the app. Go there and you will find how this affects you personally. So let's get going with looking at the 8th, which is a Monday. And what I'm doing now is I am looking, let me take this to around noon so we have kind of a middle of the day feel. So the moon is going to be in Aquarius, but in the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. And this nakshatra deals with visionaries, people that can see things well into the future and know things, but it also can be two-faced, so be cautious. Just the moon being here can tell you that people aren't as they appear or seem. Now, looking at this, Mars is in Aries, and it's giving us energy to move, get things done. Venus just changed into Cancer and is almost exactly aligned with Jupiter. Now, sometimes these two planets together kind of fight for attention, but I will say this, these are two benefics, and Jupiter is exalted now in Cancer, bringing opportunities. And I feel like this month, because Jupiter is in Cancer, the economy is going to be better, but not only that, the ability to buy real estate. I would imagine the interest rates go down, but this is going to change the outlook economically in the world. Things are booming. There is peace. There is a connection with everyone. Mercury's right in the middle of Gemini, which loves to be for communications going on. And it's a great day for this because Mercury and the moon are actually in a favorable aspect to each other. So that was Monday. Let's move here to Tuesday, June 9th. And Tuesday, June 9th, Venus and Jupiter are exactly conjunct at 1 degree of Cancer. Beautiful. I hope you have some planets there. And or 1 degree of Capricorn, because that would be of great benefit to have both benefics aspecting your planets. But the moon now is in Pisces. It will be in Pisces all day. And it is now in the nakshatra Uttara Bhadrapada. And that represents deep thoughts, getting to the bottom of things. And the fact that the moon just crossed over Neptune can be a day of great imagination and exploration, but it's lining up with Saturn. And Saturn will make things realistic. You got to get real with the moon coming up to Saturn, but that won't be till later hours today. But still, the moon approaching Saturn is more serious, and things will be looked at in a heavy way with a moon Saturn. But otherwise, I love this Jupiter-Venus conjunction today. Take advantage of it. It is in the 5th house from the moon, so it is a wonderful time for your creative projects. That's what it's great for. And connecting with your children if you have any. Okay, so now I'm looking at June 10th. This is a Wednesday. And on this day, I see where the moon it's still in Pisces, pretty much most all of the day. But it's going to be in the nakshatra called Revati. And Revati is a very positive nakshatra, but it does deal with finishing things up, being at the end of the sign. So things you have to bring to completion today. And let's see, on the 10th, we have Mercury and Saturn are exactly square one another. So this can be something you've got to really pay attention to. In terms of feeling blocked, communications, people not hearing you, that can be an issue with Saturn square Mercury. But overall, Revati is a nakshatra that said it's good for travels. And I think this whole month is fantastic for traveling. So take full advantage of travel plans and go places and do things. All right? So now I'm looking at June 11th, and this is a Thursday, and the moon is now in Aries all day, and it is in the nakshatra Ashwini. Ashwini likes to move fast, so get things done while you can. And the moon is approaching Mars. This is actually a great combination, Chandra Mangala Yoga, for business affairs, business success. It means, you know, your mind is focused on getting things done. This is spectacular. Now, the moon being with Mars can be a little cantankerous, so be careful not to get too uptight about things, get too angry too quick, quick to reason, quick to anger. Take it easy with the moon being here. Now, so the Jupiter-Venus, they are in the 4th house from the moon. Love Jupiter being in Cancer. This can be great for real estate. Yes, if you've been looking to buy a home, this could be the day to start looking. It's beautiful. You have both benefics in the 4th house from the moon. Love that. So use this day, and even if you're not buying a house or anything like that, use this day to decorate, change things up in your home. It's a great time to do it. All right. So now I'm looking at Friday, June 12th. And June 12th is an interesting day. And actually, it's getting close to the new moon, but the moon is dark. It's behind the sun. So it's a dark moon. In Vedic astrology, we prefer the moon to be bright. It brings awareness. So this brings introspection. But the moon will be in Bharani all day. And Bharani deals with major breakthroughs. And the moon is conjunct Mars, so sudden breakthroughs, harsh realizations. And this can mean action, energy, the first to get out and do something. That's what Bharani actually means. But behind the sun, it is a great day to finish up projects and things. Now, today through the new moon, which is on the June 14th, we have Uranus, where it is exactly squaring in a square to Rahu and Ketu. Now, Uranus moves slow, so it's there for a while. But I'd say for a week's time, look out. This is a time of major explosive things that will happen suddenly, unexpectedly, that are about great change, big changes. And yes, so be aware of what's going on during this time, because things may be a little bit shocking. So now I'm looking at Saturday, June 13th, and the moon is now in Taurus. it is, for the most part, in Critica. Critica is the sharp cutting one, gets to the core, doesn't like to fool around. Like, you know, let's get to the bottom. Let's be truthful and honest. And the moon will be conjunct Uranus, which is shocking to a certain degree, I will say. So some shocking things may come out today. And they may not be pretty, because Critica likes to get to the core and the truth. And it like cuts to the chase is really what I'm trying to say. And with this, the moon is still very, very dark today. It's behind the sun, but it's in the same sign as the sun. So it's approaching the new moon. And we do have the Jupiter-Venus in the 3rd house from the moon. This is a great day for traveling, short distance, things of that nature. Making some deals financially. Mercury's in Gemini in the 2nd house. And then I'm looking at where the moon is going to cross over and come to the sun. This is June 14th. So let's move on to Sunday, June 14th. That is the new moon at 29 degrees of Taurus. And it is in the nakshatra Mrigashira, which means the search, which means hunting, finding. This is like the journey. And since it's the last degree of Taurus, this means things are coming to an end. There's completion. And Uranus is still in this perfect midpoint to Rahu and Ketu. Expect the unexpected. Expect big changes today. Expect to find things you've been searching for as well. That's what this nakshatra is about. But tomorrow, everything will change because both the sun and the moon will be in Gemini. So watch how from this day to the next, overnight it's shocking, big changes, things will happen. Okay, so with that, I think I'll close for the 2nd week of June. Get ready, because the last 2 weeks are going to be the most powerful. So stay tuned and check back in when I go to the 3rd and 4th week of this magnificent and exciting month of June. If you would like to learn more about me, you can go to my website. Go to galacticcenter.org. Thank you.